Let's make a tropical pineapple tiramisu today.
This recipe is made using fresh pineapple and you will learn how to make a mascarpone mousse, fresh pineapple compote, dehydrated fresh pineapple flowers, and also layering and demolding of the tiramisu cake. But before we begin the recipe, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the like button, and also you can post all your queries in the comment section below. Also, all the quantities of the ingredients is mentioned in the description box. So let's begin the recipe. As a first step, we will start making the dehydrated pineapple flowers which we will use for decoration. I have taken fresh pineapple here and we will cut very thin slices of pineapple using a sharp knife. And then we will line these on a tissue paper and remove the excess moisture. Now we will arrange these pineapple on a baking sheet or a parchment paper or a silicone mat, and then we will sprinkle some icing sugar on it. And now we will put these in an oven at 80 degrees Celsius for 2 to 3 hours till these get dehydrated and look like a pineapple flower. Now, as a next step, we will be making fresh pineapple compote. So we will take fresh pineapple and cut it into small pieces. Now we will put it into a blender jar and we will just make a puree of it. Now, without switching on the heat, we'll take a saucepan and we'll add pineapple puree into it. Now we will add corn flour and add to the pineapple puree and mix it properly. So just keep in mind that we don't have to switch on the heat. Now we will add sugar and we will just mix the pineapple puree. Just keep in mind that we don't have to switch on the heat till the time the corn flour is mixed properly into the pineapple puree. Otherwise there will be a lot of lumps formed in your pineapple puree. Once the corn flour is mixed properly, we will switch on the heat. Now we will add pineapple essence. And just 2 drops of yellow food color. So you can even avoid adding the color if you want the color to be light pale yellow, but since the pineapple was not very ripe and it did not have much of color, so I added 1 or 2 drops of the color. So I have added color, you may even avoid it. And now we will just keep on stirring the pineapple puree and it might stick to the bottom, so you need to stir the puree continuously. So keep on stirring and we will find that the mixture will start to thicken and it will become slightly transparent in nature. So the puree has thickened properly and see how beautiful the color and texture of the puree is looking. So now we will take it off from the heat and we will pass it through a sieve to make it a very fine puree and it will just look like a gel. So this is done to remove any lumps formed due to corn flour in the batter or some uncooked pineapple which might be left. So we want a very clear gel form of a consistency. So we will just pass it through a sieve and form a very smooth and uniform pineapple compote. You can even, if you like to have chunks in your pineapple, you can even keep it like that also. But if you want to pipe this pineapple compote, then you need to pass it through a sieve so that the pineapple compote doesn't get stuck into your piping bag. Now we will add some lemon juice to this pineapple compote and it will add a very tangy flavor to this pineapple compote and it tastes very nice and it enhances the pineapple flavor of your compote. So now we will cover it and keep it aside and let it cool for some time before we make the other ingredients. Now we will make a soaking syrup. So for the soaking syrup, we will take a bowl and add water into it. So it is approximately 300 ml of water, and we will now add sugar into it. Now we will mix the sugar. So try taking slightly warm water for this particular soaking syrup, as it will allow your sugar to melt properly into the water. Now we will add some pineapple essence. So now this pineapple extract or pineapple essence, whatever you have, you can add. Now we will add some lemon juice to it. So now this gives a very nice, beautiful flavor to your soaking syrup, and it will enhance the flavor of your tiramisu, and it will allow your pineapple flavor to sink all through your tiramisu cake. You can also take some pineapple juice if you want, and add it into it, and reduce the water quantity accordingly. Or you can totally soak your tiramisu cake in your pineapple juice. Now we will make mascarpone mousse. So for this, we will take mascarpone cheese in a container, and it has to be a room temperature mascarpone cheese. So don't take mascarpone cheese directly out of fridge, otherwise it will not be soft and it will not be able to incorporate in your whipping cream. Now we will add some icing sugar into the mascarpone mousse, mascarpone cheese. Now this we have to pass through the sieve. Icing sugar has a lot of lumps in it, so please be careful and always pass icing sugar through a sieve. Otherwise, when you will start piping your mousse through a piping bag, the mousse will get stuck into your piping nozzle. So it is always recommended to pass your icing sugar through your sieve, and then using your whisk, we will just incorporate all the sugar into your mascarpone mousse. You don't need to use a beater for this, and just mix it. So don't overbeat this mascarpone mousse, otherwise it might split. So just be very careful about it. So now in a separate bowl we will be taking chilled whipping cream. So here I have used a non-dairy whipping cream. So please use a non-dairy whipping cream for this recipe. Using a dairy whipping cream, it is a separate recipe, and I'll be taking some class, or I'll be teaching you how to make a whipping cream out of a dairy whipping cream in some other video. So this I have taken a non-dairy whipping cream, and it has to be chilled. And now I have added some pineapple extract or pineapple essence into it. So now this will also give a beautiful pineapple flavor to your mascarpone mousse. So I always add extract or in all the layers. So this gives a very nice so that pineapple sinks on all the layers everywhere, and it gives a beautiful light undertone of your pineapple flavor throughout your dessert. So now using your electric hand beater, we will beat this mousse till stiff peaks. So you can now see after some time the the whipping cream has thickened up a bit, and it is to the consistency of stiffed peaks. Now we will add 1 or 2 spoons of your whipped cream into your mascarpone mousse and mascarpone cheese. So, and just using your wired whisk, we will just mix it. So this is done so as to lighten up your mascarpone cheese, so that when we add this mascarpone cheese into your whipped cream, it doesn't form lumps, and we are able to mix it properly into your whipping cream. So you can just see now it has become fluffy, and now it can be easily mixed into your whipping cream. So now we will take our whipping cream, and we will add your mascarpone mixture which we have just created, and we will add all the mixture at once into your whipping cream. Now using the electric whisk or using your wired whisk, you can just mix it lightly on a very low speed, and we will just mix your mascarpone mousse into your whipping cream, so in your whipped cream. So now you will see that it just forms a homogeneous mixture, and you don't have to overbeat it at any cost, otherwise your cream might split. So our mascarpone mousse is ready, and now we will just cover it and keep it in the refrigerator, and we will chill it till we start assembling our tiramisu cake. Now with all the ingredients ready, let's start assembling the tiramisu cake. For this, we'll be needing a cake base. Now then we will be needing a cake ring, and then we'll be needing a pull apart sheet or the acetate sheet. I have used finger biscuits here. You can use your homemade finger biscuits, or you can even use a vanilla cake if you don't get your finger biscuits. But yes, tiramisu traditionally is made using these finger biscuits, which we easily get online. And these days we get it very easily in super stores also. So it will give a good taste if you use finger biscuits, but otherwise you can use a plain vanilla cake as well. Now as a first layer, we will take a finger biscuit and dip in the soaking syrup which we have prepared. So we will just dip it for just a fraction of seconds. We don't want to just make the biscuits mushy. We just dip it and let's just take it out, and we'll just arrange the biscuits as shown here, and we will just arrange it and make a proper strong layer of a base. As this is the first layer and the base, please make sure that you cover most of the empty spaces with biscuits. So this will give a strong foundation, and it will be easy to layer and manage the tiramisu cake. So see how we have almost finished covering the cake base, and you can just cut small pieces of the biscuits and arrange in the small spaces as shown. Now the second layer we will be putting the mascarpone mousse which we had prepared. So using a piping bag and a round nozzle tip, or you can just cut the piping bag from the tip, and you will just pipe the mascarpone mousse like this in a round circular fashion. So this ensures that the mascarpone mousse is applied uniformly. Otherwise you can just using a spoon also you can do the same exercise. Now similarly we will pipe the pineapple gel which we had prepared earlier in a uniform circular motion, and then it will ensure that the pineapple gel is applied evenly between the layers. Now we will be repeating the same process of layering the biscuit, then the mascarpone mousse, and then the pineapple gel 2 more times. Now using any tip of your choice, I have used a French star tip here. You can decorate the top of the tiramisu with any design and any style you wish. Even a round nozzle gives a very good dollop designs on a tiramisu cake. As I have shown in my original coffee tiramisu cake, you can do a similar design here also. However, I have used a French tip here. Now as a second layer, I have applied the pineapple gel as the second layer to give a good color contrast and a very good flavor. That as pineapple gel enhances the flavor of the tiramisu. So this looks good also and it tastes very nice. Now once it's done, we need to cover the cake with a cling foil or a plastic wrap and then refrigerate it for 4 to 6 hours or preferably overnight, and it will enhance the flavor and all the flavors will merge together and this will set the tiramisu. So when the mascarpone cheese in the mascarpone mousse will harden, so this will actually set your mousse and it will give you a very, when we lift the cake ring, it will give you a very good cake shape to your tiramisu. Now our pineapple flowers are out from the oven. These have dehydrated and look like a flower now. However, I have kept them a bit soft as I need to stick it onto the sides of the cake. Now I will just cool them on a cooling rack. It took me around 2.5 hours to bake in the oven. Now if you like slightly crisper flowers or crispy flowers, then you may bake them slightly longer. I have applied some edible glitter to these flowers. However, this is optional. After chilling the tiramisu for 4 to 6 hours, let's demold the tiramisu. Carefully pull up the cake ring and then just remove the acetate sheet. I hope you like the video. Please don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to my channel. So bye for now till we meet in the next video. Bye bye. See you.